I was waiting to start. Are we?
All right. The mics, the Mercury retrograde has been a little bit. Anyways, thank y'all for letting me know about the audio situation. I'm really actually excited about this read. We're gonna jump right into it. I think I've got the title. I probably know what the title. Oh yeah, who's the plug? Who's the plug? It was actually completely centered on a local gambling hub, but then it like when I went deeper dive into my investigative search, like things like popped off. So it turns out that it's mostly stemming from a particular church. The people that are like the real plugs, right? You have like the low life type of general population, and then you've got the people that are like the actual plug, like where they're getting access and we'll say trade routes or trying to keep it. These are Scooby snacks for the feds, but we are going to. So we've got four piles. We're going to jump into pile one. Hi, it's Mara. Oh, welcome, welcome, welcome. This is going to be our, I don't know if it's nightly, it'll be whenever it needs to be. But we're about to go through. If you've ever watched American Ninja Warrior, that's like what's happening in the sky. We've got Cazinis, we've got retrogrades, we've got post retrogrades, we've got it's a tossed salad of a sky, but it's sexy. And here's the thing: is like I'm not going to even speak too much. I'm going to talk about the obvious things, but the next 3 weeks, I would mind your p's and q's. And I'm not. You know what? I'm not gonna even go further than that because I want to. I want to spill all the tea, but I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do the homework for you, so you can harness that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna gatekeep. I'm gonna gatekeep some stuff. 1,000%. I do have one-on-one consulting and coaching, and it's something that I excel at. I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily an astrologer, but I do understand and take that as comfort. I could even hear the ice machine going over there, but not in a oh I like I do. No, I'm very efficient. I'm very tapped in when it comes to yeah. Yeah. I prefer floating downstream than paddling up. I think that's a theme that's been running through the reads of the last 4 to 5 days. It's a very big and important 7 day window that we're in the middle of. So do what you will with that information. But that being said, this eliminates about, I would say, probably 4 hours me coming live of processing time of it uploading, getting spit out, then uploaded again, then processed and everything like that. So that's why we're here. So pile number one, let's go ahead. Oh, we're at 344. That's the last thing I saw. I'm getting there. I'm getting a little more prepared with this stuff. If you want free reads, we are on the road to 5K. Ellen over on TikTok. So I am doing free like one card pulls over there, which is actually a little fun. Makes me feel like I'm slumming it, but it's not because I actually feel like I'm helping people. Like one, it's a hell no at a time. Okay, pile number one. So who's the plug in the church? We're gonna get a charm. We're gonna start this off differently. Actually, we're gonna get a charm, and then we're gonna get a back. Hello, Mercury. A box of yeah, and I'm fidgeting. I am getting fidgeting. So somebody might be when I fidget this much, might be a Libra, right? Very concerned. Whenever I do this, it's always like you can go. But I have 1,000 reads. I had somebody come on today. It's like you've been on here since 2020, and you have 900 subscribers. Like I know, I actually have more videos than I have subscribers. I guess that's considered a failure on YouTube. I'm like, well, first of all, in the tarot space, you know, it's a lot of energy, it's a lot of money, it's a lot of calories. When I first started, it was like I was burning like 3,000 calories a day, and because I was in fat loss mode, right? A lot of people don't know that I 170 pounds. And a lot of that was due to tarot because I had to like work through my own stuff. So it is interesting because I've definitely like went through that whole process of like I was never reading for the masses. I was reading out of self-defense, right? So if you go back and watch all my readings and if you were to know anything about me, you would realize it was all in context and I was just saving my life. I was yelling out loud on the internet because everybody was trying to throw a wet blanket and bury me, and so that was my way to be able to expose what was going on, like the bones of everything. So, no, I didn't set out to be some big attention seeking YouTube reader. You know, they say if you have 1,000 raving fans, I don't have 1,000 raving fans. I have 1,000, well, less than 1,000, as you so deliciously pointed out, um, of haters, seekers going through the night, the dark night of the soul. Yeah, that's right. I'm not a channel that's blown up because you know what? I don't blow smoke up people's asses. You know why I'm not a popular tarot channel? Is because I call people out on their shit and they get triggered. You came to my channel, you got triggered. You got triggered enough to type out a message. It's really, but you wouldn't have your full name and last name and have 12 different social media. You wouldn't put yourself out there like I am, right? Keyboard warrior, troll, whatever you are. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay, if that's how you really feel about me, then give me your first and your last name and your YouTube handle. And then we can talk about this like adults. But if that's not the case, then fuck off. So I'm not, here's the thing. It's, do you see the difference in my readings? Because I'm not like, I'm not reading for the masses right now. This is a straight up investigative read. I got peeps. After me. Oh, so let me, it's like, I'm just being weird at this point now. Oh, I'm like, am I? Because like, when do I ever say that? When do I drop into weird? Because I can code switch, but I don't drop into weird ebonics. It's like, yeah, like it's the wild hair. You know what? Honestly, oh gosh, I just picked that up. Somebody's on the spectrum. If you know, you know. Yeah. This well, we're just gonna go ahead and say it because it's gonna come out in the wash. I'm like halfway in, halfway out. I got my foot in now. Once I go and drop into flow, I'm gonna have to watch this back and see. So let's just say the pastor. Pastor's on the spectrum. I heard 1,000%. All right. So, oh, that's why he has such an issue with me, right? Because he's very, as a black man in a community, right? Like there's so many things that black men and the stigma, and talk about Texas black men. What a difference. I'm sorry, ladies. If you were tired of the bullshit, just go to DC. Take that as confirmation. From the bottom of my heart, I am telling you, men will treat you in Texas like the bottom of their boot, and men in DC will treat you like the princess that you are. I don't do that princess type of energy, but I am. I know that's like a Texas thing. And I'm telling you, just a location move. Right, I wouldn't go to California. I thought they would be like friendly. They're not. They're just greedy. They got pretty beaches. That's about it. Anyways, all right. So yeah, I'm getting a. So someone has definitely. So I'm in pile one's energy. I don't even know what. If you want to do a proper reading, you want to know what I'm drinking. It's watermelon. It's ginger. I'm talking about what immersion blender watermelon, not the fake stuff. I got watermelon soda. What I'm giving like a Harry Styles, but watermelon sugar. Huh? I'm in pile one already. But yeah, and oh, do you see? I'm like, did you see how I put? Oh, so I'm definitely getting a huge Taurian Libra. It's a Libra placement because their Venus is ruled or rules two signs. So it would be Taurus, right? Or um, I'm in flow now. Taurus, Libra. Yeah, those are the placements. And whenever I'm in Libra, you can go 1,000 videos. Somebody's like, "Oh, you did so much with 1,000 videos. How about I have a body of work?" Right? Every time you see a Libra, I'm like primping and this, that, and the other. They have that at work because it's Venus. Taurians, Taurians like to like make a spread, right? They want to have that charcuterie board and everything like that. And you know, we all know the Taurians are short, fat, and mighty. And I won't say fat, but I'd say thicker boned. Right? There's definitely it's okay. We're not gonna go down. I'm like squirreling out. Stay on task. Stay on task. Watermelon, ginger, coconut water, splash of vodka. You know, it is what it is. So, okay, we're gonna get your we're gonna get a charm for pop because we are going into a very serious investigative raid with no chips on our shoulder. I don't know these people from Adam, Susie, and why am I getting chinchilla? About Texas, we got the little tiny hat. Well, they're all gonna be tiny, but I am getting like a Napoleon complex here. All right, who's the plug? Here we are. We're dropping in. Doesn't necessarily have to be. It could be a feminine working out of her masculine energy. Do you see that? I rarely do pinkies up as I have this in here. This is like the quintessential yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. This, oh, yeah, I'm getting this smooth operator, smooth. I'm totally off key here. I'm getting some Sade, bear, chicken bear now. But yeah, no, I am getting a little like old school. I heard it through the grapevine. Yeah, no, this is definitely someone that was just raised by like I am getting like if you watched a movie about black culture in the 50s, you know, there's something very black beaver. I that sounds bad. I'm still not YouTube. I'm not monetized yet. So I think I didn't mean to go there, but I mean leave it to beaver. That's it. Yeah. It's like what you didn't see on TV. Because God forbid somebody says the Huxtables. Okay. I am getting a family tie. It's not the Huxtable. Because I was like, there is a connection there. I'm feeling it. I can see it in my mind's eye. I'm getting a red thread to the Huxtables, which is a fictional family, but now we're talking about yeah, like Voldemort, he who should not be named, Bill Cosby. But what I heard is Malcolm Jamal Warner. Somebody is related. There's a cousin tie. See, these are things that can be like verified, right? I told you, Scooby Stacks. Someone in the particular, stitch that we've been circling for what 2 years since they've been circling me. Someone has got a connection to Malcolm Jamal Warner and his death. Interestingly, was it in the? I don't know where it was. That's something completely out of my. I don't even know. Oh my god, I love my juice so much. I did. Ooh, pile number one. OCD. We're here to identify, right? When I say Scooby Snacks, I can go tell you your grandma and this, that, and the other. Like, no, we're talking about who's the plug in the church. So somebody has a towel. Who would know a towel? I don't know, maybe a poker dealer, right? Somebody's got a towel. Somebody knows somebody else's towel. They know when they're lying. They know how to manipulate them. They're like, I am getting a. I was not expecting that. Every time I say, oh, yeah, I'm getting why am I hearing reverse back handstand? So somebody might have been like a gymnast. Because who thinks like that? And it is a short, squat man. I wasn't going to say Caucasian. Caucasian adjacent. Oh, this man has been effeminate. Yeah, no. I say I don't want to get into that. I just don't. I feel like that's a deep dive. Blowing raspberries. Like if what I just said, yeah, no. Is that why? Is that where the sign language comes? Mm. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me that I think. Is this why you're teaching him sign language? Is this what you do to all the children? Universal sign language. I think we've said enough there. I guess we're gonna go to pile number two. I think that's plenty for the people. If you know, you know. We've got sign language. We've got trafficking. We've got people with access. Take that as confirmation to people in the system. We got to be really careful right here. Plug number one. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, we're going to go plug number two. That's disappointing. I was hoping you'd be a side character. All right. Travel tiles. Tile number two. Who's the plug in the church? Who's running drugs? Who's the linchpin there? I'm gonna do this number. You're gonna see it right here. I don't do this often, but I feel like I need to. I want you to see how random. So we got an E, but it came down this way. So it's like an M, right? E, M. Let's just see. I'm just gonna pull four and see what I get. In the upright. M, E, medical examiner automatically. This is the. Are you fucking kidding me? We got an E down, which reads as an M. We got an E in the regular. Then we got an M. So me. Is this Mimi? Said hi. Hi, JT. If you haven't noticed, I'm working. Let's take. I feel like there's one more in here. We're gonna take one more in here. So we got memory. I don't like to. It's Mimi. Isn't that like a word for a grandmother? Okay, you can't make this stuff. Okay, so I'm getting. We're gonna roll with grandmother, Mimi. Do you need? Do you need? So we got this down here, right? This would be, but like I got it this way, which you would just see that as an M, and then the E, and then an actual M, but like in the E position, and then an I, Mimi. So whoever calls somebody Mimi, her name just came out. Let's go ahead and pull some cards. Oh, we're going straight tarot. Tarot, tarot. I'm getting Viva Las Vegas. This person might be a big fan of Elvis. If that's coming in. Who's the plug? If y'all know, you know. I'm not gonna give you the definition. I know you're lactose intolerant. You should probably stop eating the cheese. I may have to go for another one of these. The the watermelon juice, because I was a watermelon soda kind of gal. The juice is juicing. Along with the coconut and the ginger and the turmeric. I know, I feel like I'm glowing from the inside. No, it's just the Dollar Tree makeup. All right, let's do charm. Get one jumping off point. And then we'll do. Oh, we already did this, right? No, we did Mimi. Yeah, we did the Scrabble tiles. We didn't do the so let's go ahead and grab one for Mimi. We got Mimi. There's a lot of hooks, there's a lot of hanging on. It's like a empty hoop. It's like the thinnest. I gotta stick with it. I gotta stick with it. If I'm gonna be true to self, I can't be selective sinner. It's like the thinnest loophole gap. It's like someone always has a someone has a back door. We're talking about who's the plug. There's like a marriage ceremony in some type of culture where they wrap. That's what I'm getting. There's like a wrapping, like, but I think it's like a marriage thing, or it's not jumping the broom, but it's like you wrap the hand. Is it Celtic? So someone can't undo, no matter how far or who dies or whatever. Someone, it's kind of like an oligarch, like a Russian oligarch. I don't know if I'm butchering that. Like marrying a Panamanian princess or something. There's something here like tied because we are talking about, yeah, and those are, I don't know where those come from. So I said Russia and Panama. That's interesting, right? File number two. Who's the plug at the church? Well, if it's a predominantly black church, then it would be the Panamanian being attached to a Russian. Maybe somebody doesn't know that they're Russian. Right, this is very flimsy, it's like a key, but it's like somebody like slipped something on. It's like people don't even they just look past it. I do feel like they're like, oh, they're married. I don't even really look like they might be throwing like illusion magic, illusion magic. Oh, I'm getting sunken cost theory. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like you see red flags in somebody and you're like, but I've just spent so much time getting to know them and this, that, and the other. I've spent costs. I've sunk costs into them. So therefore, even though I'm seeing the red flags, I don't want to walk away because I've just spent so much time getting to know them and I thought they were my friend and this, that, and the other. I'm getting, yeah, and this person, they're, like master of illusions. I am getting, they might like have a background of, I'm not even gonna say they have a background in magic. I feel like they have a background of being with people. Magicians, like a magician's assistant. They're, oh my gosh, it's a fabulous book. How long ago is that? Who was that? Is it the one who wrote Scarpetta? You know, there's a writer that I really loved, and I think she there was a book called The Magician's Assistant. You might want to look into that. But it was like all about the life of a chick that hooked up with like this carnival pseudo chiropractor. Oh, as that my ear rings mentalist type of person might be very well versed in like NLP, which is neuro linguistic programming. Yeah, no, as I get quiet, like revered, I think somebody really, I am getting like dumb blonde type of energy, but it was like really Elle Woods. But because of their way in like society and this, that, and the other, it's like the sweetest, most loving, wonderful. It is empath gone wrong. Yeah, I'm totally getting that. Like someone that was just lovely and talented and got like pimped out by their family. This came up like 2 years ago. So that would be the second person. It's putting them in touch. No, this person isn't put. They don't have. They are a front runner. I'm getting laundromat. Yeah, I'm getting dryers though. They're not. Oh yeah, they're not. It's like a connector, but they have high connects. But it's connector. I think that's where that was. There was money. Money was accepted in exchange for a service, right? So that's where we're getting across, all the things. But there was also like energetic exchange, like we don't necessarily work with each other, but we will. It's kind of like the Eastern Stars, like hooking up with the KKK, and like we don't believe this, that, and the other, but like we have a common goal, right? We don't want these two or whatever together. So let's go ahead and yeah, I mean, it's it's gnarly. It'd be different if it was a one off, but it's almost 2.5 years of straight someone's. Because here's the thing: is you can't erase this. You can go, you can send this to you. You can screenshot this, screen record it, give it to your attorney, let them know what they're dealing with. Go for it. People were paid. Animals were sacrificed. Animals were purchased from pet stores. People's cars left for the graveyard. Money was transferred to cash apps through Zelle at the same time that your AI that you looked up a spell with Chat GPT, and then you had a group chat, and then you had a party, and then you purchased alcohol. Like, do you not understand? No, you don't. Chain of evidence. This is sexy to me. It is. It's the good stuff. You can see here. Oh, yeah, he's the last person that said hi, right? Who said hi, like acknowledge me. You click off. So pile number two. Do you see how defensive? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm like, you need to get an attorney right now because it's not going to look good. Do you see my attitude? Do you see like how people are responding? Man, female, this, that, and the other. So I feel like I needed that. Yeah, I'm like, I feel like somebody's literally actively doing mad, like root work. Let's just get off. I'm like, let's just get off on a good note. Like, just stop there. Just stop there. Just stop there. Don't get a car. Don't get, oh, you're juicing me up. I should put the music on a little bit more. Ever hear of Saint Germain? Yeah, someone knows what Saint Germain is, right? Elderberry. Yeah, no, somebody's got bartending. Is this who I think it is? Oh, that was unexpected. Hello, Sanfran. What's up, Tony? I can smell you. You not forget that's grammar. I was the only one that visited you. Visited you when you got shot? Is that correct grammar? Mm, I get it. New Bern's a bitch, right? You thought I didn't know? Let's see. Let's look at the cards together. I'm gonna flip them up. Let's look at them. What we have? We have what's been revealed. The moon. Do we have the sun and the moon? What? And balance? What the fuck over? What a beautiful blessing. What a beautiful things are. What was hidden is no longer hidden. Right? The moon is all about illusions. I don't know. It's been, and then you have literally the card, the sun and the moon. This is all major arcana. This is a big ass deal. When I say, like, when I'm up on here, like, have you ever seen me at midnight? Never have you ever. With justice is like literally the word for card. Let's see what's on the bottom. See what's on the bottom. See what's on the bottom. Oh, the King of Cups. I'm gonna just go ahead and say enough said. If you know, you know. Everything has been illuminated. It's like double illumination and the balancing of scales. Confirmation burp. Excuse me. I feel like the turmeric is going to make like a cloud of yellow smoke out of my mouth. So, to the person who wanted to make me feel shameful or something, feel some type of way for being on the internet for since 2020. If you look at the date, like I'm about to cry. You look at the title of my first, like, I was literally like, what am I gonna do? And Spirit Team, now I didn't know what it was. It was a voice in my head. It said start a YouTube channel. It was like a month and a half before the lockdown. And then I got into Instacart, started a whole journey. And I started it like on, so yeah, you can go back to 2020 and you can see like the progression of it. You may think that it's something that's shameful or embarrassing or should have like, but I was never trying to go viral. Making sure that people knew I was still alive, and you don't know anything about that part of things, right? Because it's none of your fucking goddamn business. And there's a lot of legalities and stuff. I'm a smart bitch. So not putting my business out there and letting people, in fact, you might be one of them, right? And I'm like, oh, they stole my identity. Like, I'm talking about like full on, we can run it through my social security number, all of the things. You go run a background check. Mara, Lucia, ma'am, go run a background check on me. Can I speak? Go run a background check on me. Look at my security clearance. Look at the places that I have been claimed that I lived at that I've never touched foot on unless I was in the airport. Go on, get your PI and go grab my IP address. Go ahead and get my financials. Everything's open. All you got to do is ask Mara, Maraban, at gmail.com, where you can send your inquiries, anything. I mean, if you've got a subpoena or a warrant or anything along those lines, right? If you want to, I mean, we're talking about like actual prosecutable defamation of character, like cool stuff. And it's going to be really sad for other people, not me. I'm pretty petty if I really want to get down to brass tacks, right? Because I don't get to lash out. Right? I got to keep myself the utmost degree. And you know what? That's okay. I had my time to run around like a hooligan and discrediting people's lives and reputation. You know what I mean? Like gossip and all. Like I was in it. I was in it. I didn't. Nobody really liked me, so like I wanted to know what was going. You know, I did, and then I became a manager. And everybody hated me, and I was in charge of their schedules. And that's when shit really sucked. And that's when they started sleeping with my husband. So yeah, there's a lot of people. Here's the thing: is like if you hear something bad from about me, please feel free to go ahead and confirm it with me. But people won't. I heard this about you. I will believe it because there's something about you that I don't like. And so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up all into that, you know, that scenario, that narrative and everything like that. But I don't think people really truly realize because like there's one thing again to like be a bit of a bit. But when you are continuously undermining and like how do you prove that? But you know what can be proven are your ring it's your ring camera. You went out on a certain moon for the last 2 years. You've been exiting your home. You've been hiring housemaids that are in your see your little sigils and your little candle work and this, that, and the other that maybe not on your side. Like we're talking about an 18-month evidence trail. Group chat, AI, animals disappearing, cars out of the heat signatures. You can't write you have a master's degree, right? You can't simply be that stupid, right? Considering it's in your field of work. The dumbest hyenas I've come across. You do play the long game. I prefer being a good person when times aren't good. I'm like, I'm at my 141. We'll do that. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of my energy. You piece of shit person. Seriously. I really like contemplated and I'm just like, no, not someone that has hours, years of degrees. Like, I'm not going to say you can't change. I think it'll be a challenge. So, pile number, yeah, I'm just being status. I'm not like, oh, they're doing this and they're doing that or whatever. It's like, if you know, you know. If you know this person, you know. These aren't, people say, these are general messages. These are not general messages. This is not a general message. I'm spilling tea. I'm not here to win it. I'm here to make sure that if you're bringing a gun to the fight, then the other people, the underdog, has a gun in its pocket too. That's all I'm doing. Hi, Pete. Yeah, I think we can take care of this one really quickly. Gone so quickly. File number three. Who's the church plug? I'm getting I'm getting party vibe. Why am I doing this? What is this? Is that like somebody's signature move? But it's like a awkward. Hmm. Yeah, no, I'm definitely getting like, oh, this card keeps flipping. It's like, was this somebody that was like voted best to like? Let's see here. Oli. Oh, I say Oli. Devil. The devil. Like somebody's flipping tricks. I was gonna say flipping. Like I thought they were. Oh, oh my! I'm getting straight up pimp. Okay, so we did say who's the plug. He's a pimp. No one was ever looking for that. Oh, there it is. No one was ever looking for that. They would think because of what he's doing, he would be doing something else. They never considered it. Why? Because he's a fucking deacon or a past, well, he's not a pastor. Why did that come up? It was passed over. He's passed over as a pastor. He's not tall enough. Not really. I think that's confirmation. Oh, am I getting? I'm getting rivalry. Ma. I'm getting pastor daddy and daddy. Oh, there's some hoe between the two of them. And it's not even this. Oh God, so I'm getting was it a fiver? So It's the wife and husband. She's got two. He's got one and a half because he's sharing. Oh, oh my. The busy, the troll has been busy. Ew. I don't even want, do I even want, I've never seen that in my life. I don't think I would get demonetized. People are doing very disgusting things with their own dreadlock. This is like the male version of like a woman like cooking a special pot of spaghetti for somebody. I d- okay, y'all are gonna make me throw up. I did not know dreadlocks like that went that far. You more than likely don't want me going live on the internet with that one. Like I'm just saying, like, who am I talking to right now? But you know who I'm talking to. That's very, very specific. It is obscenely specific. You come into my energy and I'm gonna can't help it. You predators in the vicinity. My goodness. This is am I getting aardvark? Like a long nosed aardvark. Aardvark. I feel like that's like a oh my god. It might be aardvark birds or something. I feel like it's a alert. Like I'm getting like predators akimbo. Why do I say that? Yeah, I am getting like everybody like in a certain circle or something like that is just like we gotta go. We gotta release. Really, like everybody's like we gotta mm, yeah. Like there's this like rainbow kit or something. But I keep getting like a ribbon, like a pink ribbon. It was like people that were attached to something. It almost looks like, and I'm looking at this, almost like a corset. And it was like somebody was attached to this, and it's like, but people are like, I think if somebody had pulled the ripcord or whatever, then they would all be fucked. But like, this is like, I'm getting independent, like, get me the fuck out. Quick, quick, like a bunny. Shores allure. I am. Oh, when we get shores, like offshore accounts, I'm like, okay. Give me. Ooh, I am getting offshore accounts. Why am I getting like Easter Island? Obviously Geneva. I mean the certainly most Bermuda, Bahamas. But I'm getting Easter Island, Taiwan. Type no. I'm looking at a what do we call it a risk back Taipei. You would know that on there. Yakutsk, that one. Ma, and then I'm getting a like a straight there's like a movie, is it Wolverine? It's like the Trans-Siberian train that go there. Brussels. I was gonna say that, but it's Lebanon. I was gonna say Lukutsk. So it's like so now it's going down the Fertile Crescent. Tutankhamun. That would be Egypt, Madagascar, Cape Horn, and then the lasers just like on our shores. Like a modern day Christopher, and then I get a poke in my back. There's something going on with the Native American nations, or there should be something going on. There's something there. Inner peace, healing. I'm getting like Canada and North America. I'm getting like this bleed through. That's interesting. let's see what we have on the yeah, okay, so let's go ahead. Where are we? I'm like to life, to reality. What was gosh, we had a okay. I needed to, okay. I need okay. I'm like, how is this person involved in like the plug with drugs? It's not just taking their own product. They're a mule. Take that as confirmation. So I think somebody's being like harvested, you know, I'm like for their ideas, like they're kept. It's like I did get something like the mother like shooting between her toes, but I like we did like I was a year and a half ago, was it last year, right around this time? It was GHB, and it was like in the like the I won't go that far. I think someone's drugging their own daughter, or I wouldn't even say or. I think someone is providing their child. I'm hearing specifically sedatives. I think someone, yeah, I'm getting like a zhuzhing of the up, like zhuzhing of the up. It's like I'm giving you a Darvocet or a Percocet or something like that, right? But they've altered it. I am, and we have picked up on this. Again, I think I have 2 to 3 videos on this in the past year and a half of someone being from a lifelong poisonous, like a family that is like known in like the country as poisoners. Like this is like a you know passed down bitch. I think we're there. Okay. So there's a fourth pile. Mm. I'm getting witness protection vibes from this. Like doesn't want to be so oh, I was gonna say seen, known, flown, but someone who needs to talk. This is a like I so I was shuffling this and this popped and it came out like that. I think I gotta look at my title. I don't even like it's like white. Not in a bad way, just a clear, it's like hello. What's this person's true intentions? The fourth plug. can smell you, you know. Couldn't be a pastor, could it? Getting Christ on a cracker. I don't know where that saying even comes from. Oh my goodness, wanting to be hidden. Someone's broke. Yeah. I think that is confirmation. Someone is broke. They said broke ass. Yeah. Someone, it's not even their funding. They didn't field their fund correctly. Bad judgment with loyalty. You can look at it. Adjudication. Judgment has been called in the reverse. Someone's loyalty. Dog coming back with its own leash in its mouth. You can call me a false prophet all you want. I never said I was a prophet. You said you were a prophet. You're just a hijinks, low class, washed up EOS that call themselves a. I was blessed. I've been touched. I've been this, that, and the other. Let's go talk to all your practitioners. I'll give you up in a heartbeat. Why? Because you treat people like they're nothing to you behind the scenes. You don't look at you. People throw themselves at you. You don't do anything, and they still want to sleep with you, right? Like this is like that jock mentality. From how old? How many women did you grape? I mean, grasp. I mean, I mean, what? Have I ever met you? I don't think so. News. People don't know what to believe anymore. I'm not trying to convince anything. I just encourage people to feel into what they feel. Trust in what. Here's the thing: they can just go find things are ending. You're not. Yeah. I don't come for anybody. You come for me, though. I'll come for you. Tit for tat. Squat for penis. Whatever the hell you want it to be. I don't have to go dive into like, oh, talk to the church witches and all this other stuff. I carry my vibration through and through. So go spend your money. Go spread. Like here's a man that like spreads his seed. Like it is like we came up with that. We didn't come up with that. We, and who's we? I'm not a we. Like there's a definitely someone that's like we did. Oh, that's what I'm getting. We did this. We made these decisions together. Oh, somebody's like, I'm getting back, pedal, back, pedal. But I am getting something here where, no, I'm not. I think this is like a church wide fetish, not a pastor fetish. This is a, it's going to, I mean, it's already spreading, right? Let's just be clear. Right? We're not talking about here, they don't like me. We're about like actual, like, actionable, legally actionable bitches. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm patient, and the law is patient. This stuff takes time, right? And so the more, again, the more that you decide um, to go down. Like everything, really. It would be prettier in the future if you stayed in your lane and I stayed in mine. But if you're gonna swerve, I'm going to accordingly. So thank you for the people that managed to. How much do I gotta donate for you to chug some vodka right now? Oh my gosh. You would need a time machine. Take me back to North Kakalaki on, I don't know. No, I used to like to go out to the club and dance. So I might have chugged vodka at that point in time, but I'm almost 50. So I'm good with that. But thank you for the idea. I appreciate the imagination. See, man. All right. Oh, what a really? Again, I'm like, y- that's how you put your name out there. It's a little it's a little sus. I'm trying to be cold. Can you see I'm slowing down? I'm totally slowing down. Oh, by the way, I gotta turn this off, and you should not be watching this if you're driving. The bilateral beats will screw with you. Anyways, I love y'all so much. Thank you for hanging in there and being somewhat respectful. We're gonna go through the live, and anybody that wasn't respectful, we're gonna write their names down, and then we're gonna invite them to come back to our next live and repeat, you know, the thing that they said and see if they really feel way about it at that. I think that's the best way to handle this. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Spiritual bullying. I'm starting to get used to, but like I'm gonna type something out. It's like your pussy is drier than a desert. I'm like, you you typed that out, or did Chat GPT say it? That's adorable. But no, thank you for all the time. I gotta give him some love, right? At the end of this, you get the out of the squirrel. I don't know. I'm again trying to be cool. It's not working. All right, I love y'all. Bye.